A driver unlocks a vending machine before the building wakes up. The best-selling row is nearly empty. A chocolate bar cost less than $1 and sold for $2. Through the glass, that looks like effortless profit. That is the obvious answer. It is also missing most of the business. Follow that driver for one shift. The building will take a cut. The road will eat the morning. A small screen will decide which machines even deserve a visit. Only then can we answer what the machine is really making. Start with one chocolate bar. Suppose the operator pays 75 cents and charges $2. The machine appears to create $1.25. That gap is gross profit, not take-home profit. It is the space where every other cost must fit. The case was bought before any customer arrived. The machine was bought before the case. Someone paid to store both. Then, someone loaded the bar into a truck and drove it across town. Sell 10 bars, and the glass suggests $12.50 of profit. Yet the operator has only measured product cost. No building fee has been paid. No card payment has been processed. No driver has opened the door. Markup answers one narrow question. Did the item sell above its cost? It does not answer the title. For that, we need the address. Most operators do not own the floor beneath their machines. A factory, hospital, school, or apartment building controls the people walking past. That building may accept free service. A stronger location may demand commission instead. This is usually a share of gross sales, before the operator counts many expenses. Give the host 20% of that $2 sale. 40 cents leaves immediately. Subtract the 75-cent bar. Now, 85 cents remains. Payment fees, fuel, labor, repairs, and spoilage are still waiting. The strange part is that the busiest site can demand the harshest deal. It knows its foot traffic has value. Some public contracts even make vendors compete on the commission they will return. A 2026 Texas bidding document listed an incumbent offering 27% on drinks. Snacks returned 17%. Those figures are not a universal rule. They show how hard a valuable address can negotiate. A lonely machine may keep every sales dollar and still fail. A packed workplace may give away a large cut and win through volume. So the machine is not merely renting floor space. It is buying access to a trapped stream of thirsty people. But even a brilliant address can lose money if it sits badly on a map. Picture an example route with 20 machines spread across 12 buildings. The driver gets an 8-hour shift. That sounds generous until the clock starts. First comes loading at the warehouse, then traffic, then parking, then a security desk wants identification. The machine may sit 3 elevators away. Suppose those delays consume 3 hours. 5 hours remain for 20 machines. That gives the driver 15 minutes per machine. Inside those minutes, the driver unlocks the cabinet and counts stock. They pull old products forward, they refill every spiral, they collect cash, wipe the glass, clear faults, and record what changed. Add only 5 minutes to each service. 5 machines now fall beyond the shift. They need another trip, another parking search, and another elevator ride. 2 machines in one break room share the slow parts. 1 parking space, 1 security desk, and 1 trolley serve both. That makes density worth almost as much as demand. This flips the obvious economics. 1 distant machine selling $800 can be worse than 3 smaller machines in one hallway. The hallway lets 1 trolley and 1 stop serve all 3. Revenue is measured by machine, profit is measured by driver hour. That is why operators build routes, not collections. A new location must fit the day as well as the sales forecast. The perfect machine is not only busy, it is close to the next busy machine. So we have found the route clock. One problem remains. How does the operator know which machine needs those precious 15 minutes? For decades, many drivers learned by opening the door. A fixed route visits Building A every Tuesday. The truck carries what Building A usually buys. That is a guest dressed as a schedule. One week, the cola row sells out on Monday. The next week, a holiday leaves it nearly full. The driver still arrives Tuesday and discovers the truth after spending the fuel. Cashless readers changed more than payment. In one large payment network during 2025, 78% of vending sales were cashless. The average cashless purchase was $2.45. Cash purchases averaged $1.57. That does not prove tapping creates every extra cent. It does show that payment choice and spending move together. Cards also bring processing costs and connection fees. Their deeper value is the data writing home with each sale. That system is called telemetry. It means the machine reports from a distance. The operator can see sales, estimated stock, cash totals, and some faults without opening the door. Now, tomorrow's route can skip the half-full machine. A low-stock machine can move forward. Warehouse staff can pre-pack one tote for each stop. The driver arrives carrying the products that machine actually needs. There is less counting beside the cabinet. There are fewer unwanted cases returning on the truck. The card reader looks like a checkout device. To the operator, it is also a route sensor. Yet the screen is not perfect. Some losses begin exactly where the data says a sale should have ended. A spiral turns. The chips rise, catch on the shelf, and hang there. The customer sees a charge and no lunch. Now the operator owes a refund or loses trust. The inventory count may also be wrong if the machine lacks a sensor that confirms the drop. A bill can jam, a coin tube can empty, a card reader can lose its signal, a refrigerator can warm overnight and turn an entire shelf into waste. Then there is shrink. That is stock that disappears without matching revenue. It can come from theft, damage, loading mistakes, cash differences, or unrecorded removals. A stockout causes another invisible loss. The machine records no failed purchase when someone sees an empty slot and walks away. Nothing appears on the sales report because nothing could be sold. Fresh food adds a clock, fill too much, and sandwiches expire. Fill too little, and the empty slot earns nothing. Operators set a par level, the target amount each slot should hold. Telemetry helps adjust it. It cannot make a bad product popular. A slow seller occupies the same spiral as a fast one. That makes each slot a tiny piece of real estate. The wrong snack pays rent with dust. These losses reveal why sales alone can mislead. A machine can look busy while demanding refunds, emergency visits, and constant repair. The next move was to remove the spiral entirely. That solved one limit and exposed a new one. A micro market replaces the locked cabinet with open shelves, coolers, and self-checkout. Customers can hold a sandwich. They can compare drinks. They can buy 3 things in one visit. In 2025, one large network measured an average micro-market purchase at $3.02. Traditional vending averaged $2.01. The larger basket comes with a trade. Open shelves allow underscanning and theft. Operators answer with cameras, item counters, controlled access, and inventory checks. The format still wins valuable space. It can carry salads, meals, fruit, and products that hate metal spirals. Industry estimates put traditional vending near $18 billion in 2023. Micro markets were already around $5 billion. The operator count had also fallen since 2018. More important, 2/3 of operators offered more than one kind of service. That is the consolidation hiding behind the snack machine. The same driver can service vending machines, micro markets, coffee stations, and office pantries. At a pantry, the employee may pay nothing. The employer buys the snacks as a workplace benefit. The checkout disappears, but the route remains. Now the operator earns from a service contract and a planned delivery. The customer is the building itself. The vending company has quietly become a workplace food network. Its advantage is not one clever machine. It is one warehouse, one truck, and many ways to sell every stop. So how do vending machines make money? Begin with sales. Subtract the products. Subtract the host's commission, payment costs, spoilage, shrink, repairs, and the machine itself. Then divide what remains by the hours required to keep that location alive. That final step is the part the glass hides. The operator who buys cheaper candy may gain a few cents. The operator who removes a wasted stop can recover an hour. That hour can service another building for years. When you tap for a drink, you see a box making a sale. The operator sees one point on a moving map. It must earn its space, predict its next refill, and fit between every other point before the driver goes home. The snack makes the sale, the route makes the money.